Today's video actually starts last night. I moved to Huntington Beach. I parked in a usual spot and decided I'd spend the night before I headed off to the desert the next day. Woke up to a ticket and headed to Starbucks. So I'm sitting here at Starbucks having my coffee in the morning, and along comes this young man and starts asking me if he can take my photo. I guess he thinks I look like a model. So what's your name?
My name's Brad.
And why do you want a picture of an old man in a bus?
I was just walking by. Well, the light was a lot.
Because that's what
earlier.
you do, right?
Yeah. And, yeah. I came by, saw you. I didn't want to just snap your picture, so I asked you.
Yeah.
The light was coming through. It was a lot, more beautiful earlier. But
yeah. So I'm turning it to me. See, he's nervous. It's pretty hard for people to be on a video. They're always nervous to begin with. But he's a cool guy. We had a great conversation, and I'm going to head off to the desert. Say goodbye.
See ya.
I need some groceries. Got to fill up with fuel, and I got to load up a bunch of water. I love to eat chicken, but my body doesn't like me to eat a lot of it at once. I'm going to try to make this last 2 days. I usually eat anything that's convenient, all of the convenient stuff, and then leave all the cooking till later. It's early afternoon and I've only got 2 bananas left. I was really excited to get to this lake, and then I got here and noticed it was kind of just a puddle. I took some shots while I was driving, so if you see me going off the road, it's called distracted driving. I stopped. I'm just a short distance from the highway, and I found this little pullout, which at first looked like just a little pullout. Then when I got here, I realized I am now in somebody else's camping site. Previously, somebody has been here and built a campfire. So this is where I'm staying the night, unless somebody comes along and tells me I shouldn't do this. I'll be here. I'm going to put some running shoes on so I don't get my toes bitten by some kind of bug. So let's just go for a walk. I managed to find a fairly level spot all by myself in the middle of the desert. So I haven't talked much in this video. One of the reasons I came out to the desert was because I was looking for some quiet. Every time I tried to take a video within the city, either Venice Beach or even on the PCH or down in Huntington Beach, all I heard behind me was a lot of cars. Now you hear a fire, my campfire. I'll show it to you. Campfire, which I lit for you. I lit the campfire for you. I don't have any other reason to light it other than ambiance for my movie. So now we're in the desert. I finally have some peace and quiet, and I'm lonely. I'm just joking. I'm really happy to be by myself. This is the first place, this is actually the first time in months that I've been in a place where it is completely quiet. Let's get back to listening to the campfire. I hope you don't hear me slurping my tea. Let's see, you can see that fire more, but then you won't hear me or see me. Not sure which is prettier. Of course, the fire's prettier, but you know, I got a big movie, and it has to include me some of the time. So a lot of my videos in the future are going to end with something like, if home is where you park it, park in a pretty spot, because that's what I'm really trying to teach people on with my channel. It's not that I don't want to teach them how to hook up batteries. I don't want to teach them how to change the oil, how to screw a screw, how to make a box out of wood, how to cut a piece of wood, or any of that kind of stuff. The reason I don't want to do that is I think that's condescending. Now, it's not for other people. If it's a big deal for somebody to have learned how to use the screwdriver, then I guess it's not condescending to teach others. But, you know, everybody my age, all people my age, knew how to use tools of some sort that I know, all the people that I know of, that lived in cities of less than like 1 million at that time, because they would learn, they had to do stuff, they had to fix their own things. We lived in a society where you would buy, you know, you'd buy a flashlight. If it broke, you would fix it. When your car broke, you fixed it. When the toaster broke, you fixed it. You didn't go buy a new toaster. When the radio broke, you tried to find a way to fix it because you didn't want to buy a new radio. We really didn't have a whole lot of stuff, and we didn't have a whole lot of stuff to throw away. So we tried to get the most use out of everything that we could have. So for me to teach somebody how to put in a screwdriver is the most condescending thing I can think of doing. Most of these things that the van lifers are teaching each other. So I don't want to be doing that kind of stuff. Instead, I'm going to be talking about, you know, how do you go about living a life that's as beautiful as this. You live it by parking your vehicle in the right spot. You don't live it by parking your vehicle and behind some factory. I'm going to start ending my videos with something like, a line that is something like, if home is where you park it, park in a pretty spot. Anyway, let's just sit here. Whew. I got smoke coming in my face. I can't move the chair with the tea in my hand. There we go. Now hopefully you can hear me, and I drive 500 miles to get rid of that friggin' noise back there, but look, it's still there. So I put my teeny fire behind me. If you're here for the first time and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. That'll help other people see it. And remember, if you're in a van, you're in a car, or in fact, if you just went for a Sunday drive. But if you're in a vehicle of any sort like this, a van, a motorhome, or a bus, everybody says home is where you park it, but a lot of people park in some pretty ugly, crappy places. Start parking in pretty places, like this. Sit down, maybe have a fire. If not, if you're in the city, at least try and get a view. So I hope you're all having a good day, at least as good as mine. And I look forward to having you come back and visit me another day. I'll leave you with some shots of my home in the dark.